right, guys. So I'm pretty pissed today. If you didn't catch it, I triggered my pattern day trading rule yesterday and got locked out of any ability to do what needed to be done today. I could only close trades, and there's no way I was holding expiring to like 20 expiring today 501 calls, even though I knew at the end of the day they were going up. Like, it's just way too risky. It would have evaporated my account. So that's another example of the pattern day trading rule kicking in and basically robbing me from getting the gains that I should be able to gain. Because look at that ellipse. I drew that this morning, guys. I drew that ellipse this morning. Speaking of which, if you're one of our angel investors and you're on the Discord channel, then you get the links to this live updating chart. So you see the live changes. You're basically sharing a view only version of my chart. Whenever I make a change throughout the day, it's updated, and anybody who's an angel investor has that chart. Anybody who's an angel investor repeatedly gets an invite to our free Discord server only for angel investors. So be one of those fortunate few that actually has integrity and follows through on what they're supposed to do. It's the right thing to do. I'm just really annoyed because the huge loss that I was forced to take this morning would have been a huge gain. But again, to leave expiring like 20 contracts that expired today, and they're so close to out of the money, to leave that till the end of the day was just way too risky. It would have been a dumb thing, whether or not this is going up, because you're not always right. So you have to make sure you protect your capital. And I saw this happening yesterday. As soon as I triggered the pattern day trade accidentally, what happened is I bought a May 1st contract instead of a May 6th contract. If I had bought the May 6th, I would have been fine. I'd probably made like $3,000 or $4,000 right now, rather than taking a $3,000 loss this morning. But hey, it happens, and it's really, frankly, it's really not that big of a deal because I'm right most of the time. Like, even here, when I'm right, in this case, it's really annoying. It's worse to be right and lose money than it is to be wrong and lose money. When you're wrong, it's like, okay, whatever, I was wrong. When you're right and you still lose money, that pisses me off. That pisses me off. But, again, I'm right most of the time, so it's not like I can't get back to that really, really fast. I just got to open up another account. I'm looking for an account that's like a foreign account that doesn't have the pattern day trading requirement, right? Like, if I knew I could do that years ago, I would have saved myself so much in losses. I've been right so many times and screwed over by the pattern day trading rule, locking me out of ability to do what needs to be done, or just forcing me to make the wrong trade or put on too much risk in order to hedge myself. All sorts of just ridiculous things that you only have to do because of this stupid pattern day trading rule that protects the little guy. It's such a load of bull. Such a load of bull. Hey, B. What would the stock reaction be for Qualcomm? Based on earnings? You're just gonna sit right there, Hermes? Little goof. Oh my god, Hermes, you're so in my way, man. Go sit here. Oh my god, I gotta get this dog a place to sit. It's starting to drive me insane. Stop it. You stay right there, goof. Alright, so Qualcomm. Yes, I love you too. Thank you, Hermes. Okay, that's it. Down you go. Down you go. Significantly to the downside, be really, really sharp decline off of a peak based on earnings. So be very careful. That's not going to be a crest. That's going to be a peak. And then tomorrow and Friday, it looks like it tries to get. It's trying to find support on Thursday with some crisscrossing back and forth through the same price level, eventually confirming a bullish trend that takes us into Friday, and then on Friday the rally along a diagonal trend line ends with a fast move higher and a breakdown through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. Shibcoin, hey Hamza. Oh, I forgot I'm day trading here. Give me a sec. I totally forgot that I am in the midst of paper trading. And I have a $780 gain. Oh my god, I would have made so much money. I think I'm just going to take it here. Alright, so that brought me back to above even because the first, I don't know, 10 trades, I didn't realize they were taking $25 commissions. But already back from that. And this is probably going to go higher. I think it's probably going to meet this price level here, this truce price level. But with the oversold kind of territory, right, there's probably a little bit of a drop here and then another big move to the upside. So I might hop back in if we have a nice drop. But if you're, I'm doing the May competition for TradingView. There's a $25,000 prize, so figured, hey, I got locked out for 90 days of doing day trades or closing, opening trades in my Tastyworks. I might as well do this. All right, so SHIB. Oop. Yeah, it looks like that drop right there was pretty. Um, it was a pretty notable opportunity here. This was a low, and we should have a notable move to the upside. There's somebody speaking. Oh my gosh, could it be the Fed? I mean, did the Fed impact Shibcoin at all? Like, I mean, has that been like historically what happens? But overall, it looks like it's bullish here. After this like drop here, that we had. I think we're probably going to open higher, establish support, big move to an important price level. That piece price level. Let's see this. Is it this? Oh right, this is a really big move. This strength card here is a really big move. I'm almost positive. Uh, yeah, see, because look, strength here is the theme card for 2024. It correlates in orange to early May, and we have here in early May the strength card appearing also correlating to a trade. All right, so probably what happens is we have this. I'm finding more and more that the truce price level is that card is like marking an important price level that we fall from. It's more so than being flat. It's more like it's almost like a reversal card is what I'm starting to see with this truce card. Whoa, I'm getting up here, guys. Yeah, especially because we didn't see this high here yet. This is probably going to take us into a high, this move in the beginning of the month. What is the third? Hey, Robert, what is the third week of May? Would the third week of May be a good time to start a trade adventure across the U.S.? Ooh, that sounds like fun. Are you gonna come to New York? I hope you're gonna come to New York. I'm getting the second week of May actually is better. Not that it's the third week is bad, but the second week it actually seems like better to me. Yeah, so I'm looking for this little dip. I'll probably hop back into the long position at the close or before the close for that swiftness move. And look, this is becoming more and more of a thing that happens. This card continues into the theme card tomorrow, right? So this rally probably continues into tomorrow. right? And then there's resistance at a high there. We decline really hard from that. And then we return back to that resistance. And then probably at the end of the day, there's even a breakout. Is it a good idea to start a 360 video booth business? Yeah, I got the happiness card for that. I'm glad I remembered that I was trading because I totally forgot that I was paper trading. And if I waited any longer, I would have missed out on that gain. And that's another thing that I'm starting to notice about aces. This is all going in the second edition. We're going to update. It's going to take a little time, but like the ace is kind of, this ace is showing the initiation of a move to the upside. That's an opportunity. It's not necessarily saying that it's right here, but it's the start of a move. It's what I'm finding that a lot of the aces are starting to indicate. I bought 6 contracts. Because I don't want to miss out on that move to the upside, but we could go lower before that move, so I bought half of what I want to buy just in case we go down lower. Oh, he was just hanging out in my lap right before you hopped on, but he was being so needy. He like wanted to sit in front of me and between me and the microphone, and in front of my keyboard. Like he wouldn't sit anywhere normal. So he's on the floor now. Hey, it was like CGC for May. More overall bullish or bearish? Well, I should have hopped in right there, I think. I got in like here. I would like to see more opportunity to get into a long here. And we just officially entered that range. CGC. That's some move. It's a sideways fluctuating rally that precedes a notable decline on a multi-day scale. CGC. So it looks like the second week of May is really where it gets bullish. And then we get into kind of mixed territory. There's resistance in mixed territory in the third week, and in the fourth week there's resistance that we sell off from and then probably return to either at the end of the month or in the following month. Hey, Tarot Trading Master Guru. Apparently my computer thinks that's your name sounds like Siri. And apparently it thinks that Siri's name doesn't sound like Siri. Appreciate the warm wishes, my friend. Yeah, I took a big loss this morning just because I accidentally tripped the pattern day trading rule yesterday, and I got locked into I had way too many contracts because I was avoiding day trade. So you had yourself to kind of cap off loss. You know what I mean? So in any case, I had way too much risk on the table, and then I accidentally hit the pattern day trading rule. So these were expiring today contracts at 5:01. There was no way I was waiting till the end of the day, even though I saw this big move. So I just took the loss and basically emptying that account, putting it in a new account. But this is a great example of me being right and the pattern day trading rule preventing me from capitalizing on it. Like the majority of my life, that's what the pattern day trading rule has done to me. I wasn't nearly as good of a trader as I am now, so it's not as big of a deal. Like when it happens, okay, I'll come back from it really easily. Like 95% of the time I'm right. You know, big deal. It happens. If I had bet the house, I would be really, really upset right now. And I was right. I still lost money. So that's why you never bet the house, my friends. Like that guy, he's like, any trader would bet the house at 98% accuracy. That is such a farce. No smart trader would ever bet the house, period. Ever. Because they're thinking about life. They're not just thinking about the market and up and down. They're thinking about all the different variables that can impact their ability to place the trade they need. Hey, Angfin. Do I see a retrace in SPY, TSLA, and VDA on Friday? We're definitely going to the downside. We're definitely going to the downside. I'm not gonna I wasn't planning to wait till Friday. I was planning to wait until this. Well, I would probably have like a partial long on the table, or excuse me, a partial short on the table. Probably here at the end of the day, and then add to it if there's more opportunity here at the end of the day. But I think the completion card right there too. Yeah, I think probably it does go into Wednesday, but it's a little risky, so I'd want to have a partial short going into Wednesday just in case we aren't as high on Wednesday. Nice, and this is the opportunity I was hoping for here to hop back into calls. Might be a really big move here, guys. Let me see, should I buy him right now? Yep. Might be a little early. The reason why I said there's probably this decline here is because we have two. Both of these are bullish cards that turn bearish. They start out bullish and turn bearish. So we have this move to the upside, this turnaround, move to the upside, turnaround. But we should have a pretty no. We probably hit the RSI down here first, and then we'll turn around and go to the upside. But I was a little hasty, probably. Either way, I still want to be long. So. Would I recommend going short on QQQ late tomorrow? If it's anything like the S&P 500, I would put on a short position at the close. I would put on a short position in the midst of this move, pushing the upper end of a range higher here. It'll be higher than whatever this resistance level is. That's the high early in the day. We'll decline from that, return to it, bounce along it, and then break out through it. And then I think overnight we open lower, come back to that same price level roughly. This is going to be a mixed day, and then at the end of the day there's probably opportunity to open up. Matter of fact, I think it would be a smarter play to be short on by the end of the day on the 2nd and not wait till the 3rd. I would leave a little off the table in case I'm wrong and this is lower, but I think the opportunity is probably here at the end of the day for the short position. Will this year's highest level come in May or June? I remember you said June, if not April, about Shiba. Right in front of my face. Well, so I think we're a little behind schedule here. Well, Yeah, this is probably a U-shaped dip that forms here. But I think probably the high is in June or July even, based on us being a little behind. Probably June, but there is a really big move here to the upside, and it's going to take us back to highs for the year right here in the beginning of May is my sense, in the first week. Hey, Washington, by the way. You're welcome. Ethereum Maxi Supreme, I'm warning you, dude. First off, I did not ban any Trump supporter. The only person I banned was the person who had a political name. That's the only person who got muted. Okay? So that neither says that I support or I'm against, and I definitely didn't mute any Trump supporter. So leave it alone or you're going to get muted. I really, really despise politics and people that take it super, super seriously. Honestly, guys, I lose a little bit of respect for them because it's such a fucking joke. The problem with our government right now is that everybody's buying into a broken system and they just keep repeating the same mistake patting some asshole on the back that's better at talking crap about his opponent than his opponent was talking crap about him. That's not a leader. A leader doesn't talk crap about their opponent. They leave it alone. They let their opponent talk as much crap as they want, and a leader continues onward and upward, right? If we have a candidate like that, I'll vote in a heartbeat. I'm not voting for either of these assholes. And there's those people that are like, you have to vote. You can't complain about whoever gets picked if you don't vote. I'm sorry, I thought it was a free country. Is it not a free country now too? I refuse to pat either asshole on the back. They're all a bunch of assholes. I don't pat assholes on the back. Let's leave it at that. Okay, Ethereum, you're banned. I literally warned you, dude. Now you're banned. Ethereum Maxi Supreme, and Ethereum isn't spelled correctly, buddy. It's spelled with an E, not an I. If you make another comment, you're going to ruin this live for everybody because I'll just turn it off. Yeah, I definitely got in a little hastily there. I would expect a really big move back up very, very shortly. WMT and OXY for the remainder of May. Here we go. Probably pretty big move to the upside here, guys. So annoyed. Ugh, I'm trying not to think about how much money I would have made just now. Fucking pattern day trading rule, man. What a load of garbage. I think that's probably the last time I'm trading an account that requires you to follow that rule. I'm done. I can't handle it anymore. They're just it's just a scumbag rule. WMT. I got the unicursal for WMT. That's really hard to read. OXY, I got the same thing as the last one you asked about, which is a sideways fluctuating rally that precedes a decline. Something along those lines. It starts out moving higher and ends bearish. That was for OXY. So, WMT, I pulled the bullish card afterwards. So it might be that we're rallying into a price level that would be like a pivot point to the downside. But maybe we don't, it'll be like a sharp drop from that pivot point. Well, that's annoying. Ethereum Maxi Supreme, I'm not going to mute you, my friend, because you obviously get the point. So I won't mute you, but please leave it alone, dude. I am not a political person. It makes my stomach twist. I feel bad for some of these people that get muted, but literally I have zero tolerance. I take crap from no one anymore. I took it most of my life. I refuse to now. Oh, you want to go to the A4M, not the bulletproof, the A4M. Ugh, I got in way too early there. There he is. Be a good boy, Hermes, you know? You know? Oh my gosh, I found somebody that has a female Pouchon that wants to breed her female Pouchon. He's a Pouchon. So I finally found somebody, he's gonna have a girlfriend. Look at that. Nailed that. I mean, I nailed those last two. Well, technically got this one too, but just barely. Um, Hermes, what are you doing, buddy? What is this line from? Oh. Yeah, there's that bearish indication there. So we probably break out through this price level tomorrow. This is Bitcoin, if you're wondering. We probably come back to like at least that price level roughly. Oh. Something like that for Bitcoin over the next few days. Still going down. Well, matter of fact, it did say to close out in the earlier part of 3 o'clock. But I think tomorrow we should be back at highs and probably higher. But whatever this Ace of Swords, this is probably the price level where I would open up a partial short. Partial because we could go higher here at the end of the day. We might go higher here. But I'd want to have like some partial protection when we decline from this resistance. And then in this sharp drop between like roughly 11 and 12, I'd open up a long and close the long the following hour between 12 and 1 when we have a big move higher, reaching for distant resistance, and then we start bumping along resistance sideways. Could probably close out there. Oh, that's annoying. All right, guys. With that said, I'm gonna roll. Thank you all so much for watching. And guys, special offer. The special offer that you only get here on the live. Yeah, I took a big loss today, and gonna take me a little bit before I can get back into trading, just because I got to change accounts. I got some bills to pay, so some of that money's going bye-bye. Where is this thing? All right, guys. Here's a special offer. Buy 2 1 years for 2025. Get $400 off. Basically, this would normally cost $1,000. Any 2 tickers for 2025 that you're interested in, guys. Great way to support the channel. Channel definitely needs support right now because I got to send my parents a bunch of money. My God. Woo! It's gonna be a fun month. So this is a great way to help support. Thank you to those of you that already did that. You only get this through. You have to actually type this into the URL. You can't navigate to this page on the website. So you're typing in tarotfortraders.com/product-page/report-offer. Buy 2 2025 1 years for $600 rather than for $1,000. And I just want to just express to everybody. Do you think I will be more or less busy at the end of this year? Probably a lot more busy than I am now, right? So if you have 2025's readings that you're going to want done, I highly recommend getting those ordered as early as possible. Don't wait till the last minute. There's going to be a ton of people waiting till the last minute. I probably won't finish them all before January at that point because I'll be so busy. We'll see. I'll probably have a team by then. But the point being is don't wait till then, guys. Another thing is we won't be having any deals on 2025 stuff for the second half of the year. That's why I'm promoting it now. Come the second half of the year where it becomes much more in demand, there will no longer be any 2025 prediction special offers. Just to give you guys a heads up. And with that said, guys, I'm going to roll. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. Make sure to follow that rule of karma. You know where to go. You know what to do.